everyone, my name is Riley. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me this week. I'm sorry that I'm all sweaty and probably wearing the same shirt you saw last time. I don't even know. I have been non-stop for the last few weeks. My days off are not days off. They just mean that I get to spend time doing things around here. Anyway, before we get into that, I just wanted to say thank you for joining me on the 30th vlog. I didn't really think, one, it would ever turn into a vlog, and two, it would go 30 episodes, but here we are. So, got a couple little things that I wanted to share with you today, or this week. As you know, I don't film throughout the week, and this week snuck up on me with how much has been going on. So, I'm recording this on Tuesday. You are going to see this Wednesday, so I apologize. I don't know if that makes it a vlog, if I'm only doing like last minute updates or what, but you know, leave a comment below. Tell me if you think a vlog is truly when I do filming throughout the week, like, for example, Brian Cusco. Anyway, for those of you who are always tuned in, thank you. For those of you who are new, I appreciate you spending some time with me today. Let's dive right in. So, one of the things that I have done is I have added a 7th cage to this stack. So we're like a couple inches from the ceiling here. I had a bunch of stuff stored up here. I rearranged the entire room, purged some junk, and locally found another T8, put it up here, and upgraded this big girl. Hopefully it doesn't throw her off for this upcoming breeding season. This is my proven Axanthic Coastal who produced my clutch for me last year. She did just fine in a little 41 quart tub, no big deal, but it was a little crammed for her. She's getting big, so I put her in this 4-footer, and she looks nice and spacious in there. It should be plenty of room for the rest of her life. So I'm happy that she is she's upgraded, and hopefully that means that you know, she'll have more room, feel more comfortable, and we'll still breed this season. So fingers crossed, we'll see. But take a look at this stack. All the way to the ceiling. That's pretty cool. So, I thought that was worth sharing. I'm going to have to get a bigger step stool. This chair just isn't cutting it. Now, what could those be? Well, if you've been following any of my Instagram, you'll know that I have some invertebrates, scorpions, tarantulas, things like that. And I happen to have an adult female Arizona striped-tail scorpion. Now, she gave birth to a bunch of babies. I thought it was a partho litter. Turns out she's wild caught. It's probably not a partho litter. But I was thinking maybe she'd have 20 or so babies. We ended up with 58. 58 babies? That's a lot. And it took a few days to go through and collect them all, but we've got them. Now the real work is getting them fed. So let me show you what I've got for that. So, for feeding tiny little baby scorpions, we're going to need tiny little food. In order to administer the tiny little food without squishing the tiny little food and getting it in there and not letting a bunch of tiny little food items out in the room, we're going to need a tool. A condiment bottle! No, but seriously, this is perfect. I got a 2-pack of these for $1.09 at the local dollar store. I don't know why I need 2, but I guess ketchup and mustard go together like lamb and tuna fish. But I'm only going to use 1, and essentially what I'm going to do is funnel some little fruit flies in here, a small group, and then one at a time, squirt them out with a little bit of air thrust. And that way I can control how many food items end up in each little deli cup. And this should save me a little bit of time because I'm going to have to do it 58 times. So, I'm not going to film that because that's going to take forever, but wish me luck. Let's take a look at Mom. She's been ravenous. She's been eating a ton lately. Let's see, where are we? Alright, there she is, hiding under her cholla wood. I don't want to disturb her because she's a little cranky, but I gave her a couple crickets yesterday. She was double-fisted, holding them and eating. She's really thin, really deflated, so I'm going to be feeding her a bunch this week. And today's goal is to get all these 58 babies fed. Good thing I work at a pet shop now. So these will, or a chunk of these will likely be available at GX3 once I know they're eating and ready to go off to new homes. Typically baby scorpions are good though. So that will help with some of the burden. I've got some local friends who I'll give some to, so no sweat. But for those of you who are out there like, what are you going to do with 58 babies? I'm going to do my best. That's all I can say. So, next thing that I wanted to do today is, y'all saw when I shared the 2 adult rainbow boas in their enclosure, and I set them up, new bedding, water, hides, things like that, and that's all they really need. But I did want to go the extra mile and give them some new moss in there, give it a little of a fresh aroma, some more evaporating properties, help with that humidity. And I got a bunch of this leaf litter that I was going to scatter around in there just to, again, create a little more micro pockets of moisture, helps maintain ambient humidity. It looks nice and it gives them some enrichment. You know, these animals are nocturnal, so they'll cruise around at night, nose around under all the substrate, and in the morning I can tell how active they were. So I'm hoping if I give them some moss and some leaves, we can get some cool behaviors out of them and elicit some mental stimulation. Of course, it will only happen at night, so I'm not going to film it. But I'll show you what I'm doing. First step, we're going to take some of this Exoterra forest moss. It's all compressed and packed in here. Gonna hydrate it in my handy dandy bucket and spread it out in sheets. Alright, so when you take these bricks out of the bucket, they stay compressed like this, but what happens is if you hydrate these, fill them with water, let them soak and absorb, they expand, and then you can sort of ply them apart. Turtles! Alright, so you can see it's already starting to grow and expand, not look like a brick, and look more like moss. So this stuff sort of unfolds and expands, and then you can spread it around and slap it on places. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spread all of this out. Smells good. Love the smell of fresh moss. I'm going to spread all these sheets out, get them nice and hydrated, and we're going to hook all these rainbow boa adults up. So, I'm going to stop filming and show you the final product. Before I go through and show you the final product, I forgot to mention, or I forgot to show you. These are the leaf litter I'm throwing in there. It's like a bunch of magnolia leaves. This is another really cool product by Galapagos Reptile Products. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. It's just Galapagos. So I've been familiar with this company since it started. In fact, my friend Apollo, God rest his soul, passed away last November in a car accident. He was the one who actually started this product line. He was working for the parent company and took some of their agricultural and plant type moss products and sort of redesigned them and reinvented them for reptiles. And then the company took off and ran with it. So Apollo, miss you buddy, rest in peace up there. But I'll think about you every time I use a Galapagos product. So just wanted to share that a little bit because leaf litter is fantastic. It adds an aesthetic that is really appealing to me, and it's probably very mentally stimulating for the snakes. So I'm going to put those in there the next shot. The next shot, I promise, will be the final product. Alright, so here is the final product. So as you can see, a little bit of that moistened expanded moss, some leaves thrown about, and this enclosure has an entirely different look to it now. I'm not going to go full on and say it's natural because it's, you know, definitely man-made, but it definitely has a more appealing look to it. So if people come over, it gives them a cool sort of feeling about that animal. You know, to get really to the nuts and bolts of it, it makes people feel like I really do care about these animals when you go this extra mile. It is enriching for them, which is why I'm doing it. It does make my life easier as far as keeping humidity up with all of this extra material. However, it looks good. I feel good about it. I'm sure the animals will get a lot of stimulation out of it, and that's just kind of what we're doing today. So it's enriching for them, it's beneficial for me, and it sort of itches a selfish little scratch about my self-conscious if people come see the collection, which I shouldn't care about, but you know, with everything being on the internet and publicized, it's probably a safe practice. So there you have it. I even had enough left over to give these little stinkers some leaves to hide under and play in. So hopefully they appreciate that as well. Those mad hogs are messy, so I'm sure they will destroy those leaves in a day. But it's worth it. Alright, so as always, this vlog is a complete random mess. No real rhyme or reason, but I guess that's what a vlog is. You're with me, so this is what I'm doing. Hooking up some animals, doing some enrichment. Shared the copious amounts of baby scorpions that I was not initially prepared for, yet I am now, so I'm going to take care of that like a responsible animal keeper. And upgraded the coastal girl, which you saw. As you can see, she is cruising around up there quite a bit, inspecting every inch of her new enclosure and putting it to good use. And although it's clean now, I'm sure I'll find a nice stinky chocolate present in there tomorrow. It's pretty standard. But anyway, I gotta get back to work in here. I gotta pull some rodents. Today is feeding day, so whoever I decide is gonna eat this week, today is gonna be the day, so I gotta get cracking on that. And then get back to work, because GX3 isn't gonna build itself. It is my weekend, but we're never done. So like I said, we're getting that new shop up and running. I hope to have some clips for y'all in here. That'll be pretty sweet. And what I'll do is I'll include a little clip at the end of this of the scorpion female eating instead of a GX3 clip, because I don't have one. But hopefully soon, I know I keep saying that, soon, I will take you around the new shop and show you what we got going on. It's a big work in progress. There's a lot of cool stuff happening. It's not done yet, so that'll be my excuse for not putting any clips in here. It's not done yet. Soon, though. But the animals are moved in. We're starting to move displays in. It's getting there, so hopefully very, very soon. But anyway, thanks for sticking around. I know I'm pretty much random and all over the map, and I'm not talking about money or cars or ball pythons, so you'll probably don't really care that much, because that seems to be the trend these days. So, but for those of y'all who have stuck through, I appreciate you spending some time with me in this really warm room. I think she likes it. Anyway, I'm going to sign off again. Peace.